I don't think Canelo Peve did it naturally. Dang! Former Jamal Charlo, former Canelo Alvarez opponent, Austin Trout, has his doubts. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I am back with some more boxing. Listen, shout out to everybody who sent super thanks. It really helps the channel continue to grow so I can push out more and more content and work harder. Appreciate you. A lot of people sent cash apps. I'm going through them, PayPal, all that good stuff. You also can just leave a like and subscribe. Now, Austin Trout did an interview with Fight Hype, and he's basically questioning Canelo's run at the higher weights. Did Canelo do it naturally, or did he have some unnatural assistant? Based on what he says, he believes Canelo did not do it naturally. Now, Canelo did fail a drug test ahead of the Triple G part.
Hell no, guys. Hey, Max, big drama, guys. This punch is not
In front of that fight, and he got a slap on the wrist for a punishment. No fine, 6 months suspension. Later fought Triple G 2 more times in his career. Blamed it on the meat. Said he went to Mexico and he was eating the meat, and the meat was contaminated with clenbuterol, which in Mexico and certain Asian territories, that has been a thing, but did it happen and did it occur in Canelo's situation? I guess we'll never know. But that's what Canelo's claiming. The adverse test showed something else. The WBC tried to help Canelo by then increasing the threshold of clenbuterol that one can have in their system after it was about 5 Mexican fighters all tested positive for clenbuterol. These names include, I believe, Ray Vargas, Canelo, at one point it was Eric Morales, etc. So Austin Trout, you know, with the bold statement, like a lot of people aren't getting on record and saying that about Canelo Alvarez, but he's convinced. Now, I think the thing that is interesting here is that he has experience with both Canelo and both Charlos, not one Charlo, Jermell and Jamal and Canelo. So he's one of those storied fighters who really got in there with everybody. Guys like Miguel Cotto, both Charlos, and also Canelo Alvarez. So he has direct experience with the Canelo fight, as well as 2 separate fights at 2 separate stages of his career with Jermell and Jamal. I was at the fight with Jamal Charlo, and that one happened first. And he's telling you Jamal Charlo is naturally bigger. And that's no mystery. What he's saying there is absolutely true. Jamal Charlo is definitely bigger. Jermell Charlo is absolutely bigger. I have a picture that they took a long time ago together. This is not a Photoshop. And I will try to find it and include it in this video, but it's apparent that they are naturally bigger. I really don't understand why Canelo moved through the divisions like that. When he was at 154 for probably the longest, but when he moved up to 160, he actually didn't move up to 160 initially. He fought Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. at 164.5. So he basically went up 10 pounds to fight from his previous fight, which was Liam Smith. And then he campaigned at 160, got close to being undisputed, but he didn't fight Jamal Charlo and Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade, which would have been the completion of the trifecta to get the remaining belts that he needed. And instead he went up from that point from 160 to 175 and said he's fighting Kovalev, who had just had a very tough fight with Anthony Yard. Kind of weird. And then after that, he campaigned at 168. There weren't that many big names for him at 68 that had belts. And that's why I think Canelo went down that route. Now the walls are closing in because you've seen DAZN. I think they grew tired of, and I'm going to make a separate video about that, but I definitely think they grew tired of cashing out Canelo for events that lacked ROI. There was no real return and positive increments for DAZN when they had several fights, and that's apparent. Like, they don't have to release the numbers. You could tell. I could tell. Here's how I can tell. I know some people like, you can't tell. How are you gonna tell us that? Come on, Boxingego, come on.
Come on, man.
You know, and I know people, the reason I can tell is I make money online. I make money in boxing. That's how I can tell. So how don't I, if I take no days off, cover boxing every day of my life for the last several years, and I make money based on boxing, then how can't I tell? I'm a full-time content creator, which has been the case for many, many moons. And the reason being is I do daily content, and I can tell because I can tell the level of interest with certain fights, and different fights clearly are promoted better and clearly have more of a buzz and more anticipation factor. Like Gervonta Davis, Ryan Garcia, people truly wanted to see that. And I had people hitting me up that don't even frequent boxing. They're not regulars for boxing. They just knew because it was such big names involved that they wanted to see that. Canelo has had several fights on DAZN where that wasn't the case. Even the Dimitri Bivol fight, the only people really was checking for that were hardcore boxing fans. But there's much lesser fights like Yildirim and Ryder. That's why you read the reports, Canelo had to take pay cuts. If you were putting on the biggest fights in boxing, why would you have to take a pay cut? That doesn't even make sense. It's just one can deduce common sense and determine that doesn't make sense. If you were putting on like Mayweather McGregor level events where the networks felt like this is such a big fight and our pre-sale pay-per-views are so crazy, that's why they gave guarantees of like $100 million to Floyd Mayweather and gave Conor McGregor, "Oh, not you think, who the fool is that?" You know, they gave him so much money for that fight because they knew it was a big fight and everybody could eat. They're not up in the ante and giving $100 million to Canelo for a single fight with John Ryder. So that's not true. Back to the original point of this video, which is Canelo Natural. You guys let me know in the comment section what you think about Austin Trout. He thinks that Jamal Charlo is naturally bigger. He is. You know, I don't think you can really deny that. You can look at his frame, you look at his height, you can look at his off-season weight. He just looks bigger. Canelo, I don't know why he moved up so rapidly, but it is what it is. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Best in the business, and I'm out. Introducing Super Thanks. Right here on the official Boxingego YouTube. Super Thanks allows you, the viewers, to show a little bit of extra gratitude, which enables me as a full-time content creator to push out the content you need in the world of boxing. Underneath all the videos, you will see a heart with the $sign in it. You can enter any amount that you find suitable as a super thanks. A brand new interactive and colorful way to get your comments highlighted and noticed by not only myself, but other people on the YouTube platform. Super thanks, a unique and cool way to show and applaud us full-time content creators. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content. Super thanks. The future is now. The Hibernation 5s by Kenichi Bear. Hybrid gaming and lifestyle headphones. Out of the box, you can connect to any console or PC. Bluetooth ready with a low latency USB adapter, color RGB, and extreme bass mode. The Hibernation 5s adjust to you. Whether you need a gaming, travel, gym, or lifestyle headphones, the Hibernations got you covered. The new Hibernation 5s, link in the description. Customize the way you hear the world. Welcome to the nation. Are you tired of your YouTube videos not getting any views? Well, consider TubeBuddy. I've used TubeBuddy for years to scale up my YouTube channel. Now we're sitting over 200,000 subscribers. TubeBuddy is a browser extension that offers a ton of built-in productivity and time-saving services to take your channel to the next level. Use my link in the description to get started with TubeBuddy and level up your channel faster. We working.